What's going on, everybody? My name is Justin Godsey for Justin Godsey TV. Thank you so much for checking out tonight's video. Wanted to open this up and talk about my, a quick update on what's going on. My Facebook page and my Twitter page is currently active. I want you guys to go and check those out. My Facebook page is just me, talking sports. It's just Facebook. It doesn't have a URL right now. Gotta get some more fans to the page, so make sure you guys go and check out the page. I'll leave the link down below in the description box. So please just give my page a like. We're talking, all things mixed martial arts, UFC. NBA, MLB, just about everything going on in the world of sports. I'm going to be covering it because, I love talking sports with you guys. You guys are always, great leaving your comments on the videos. Let's bring it over to Facebook so we can, start talking to each other a little bit more on an easy and constant basis, because I'm not always going to be on YouTube on a 24-hour, 7 days a week basis. I'm going to be coming on here, whatever there's news, I'm going to be uploading it. It could be, a day late. It could be, a few hours late. I want to communicate with you guys a little bit more, so make sure you guys go and check out my Facebook page. But let's get right into today's topic and talk about CM Punk. Yes, my favorite wrestler of all time. I came on here and talked about guys like Raven and Jeff Hardy, how they're in my top 5 of favorite wrestlers. And, I really enjoy watching, Hardy and Raven and Vampiro. I really like the darkness of wrestlers. But CM Punk, since coming into, ROH, I've been following him since ROH. I haven't been, mainstreaming him and following him throughout his entire career, but I really got noticed of him in ROH. So I started following CM Punk from ROH all the way to not TNA, I almost said TNA there, all the way to the WWE. And now that CM Punk is no longer affiliated with professional wrestling, yes, he is no longer affiliated with professional wrestling, as he has signed a multi-fight deal with the UFC, and he is scheduled to be debuting in 2015. We don't know exactly when it will be, but Phil Brooks will be going and competing in the Ultimate Fighting Championship in 2015. Now, if you guys listen to the Colt Cabana podcast, this comes as a real shock to us because CM Punk, aka Phil Brooks, we all know him as CM Punk. But you know what, for the respect of it, it's Phil Brooks. I'm going to be, flip-flopping between names in this video, so I really apologize. But, CM Punk said that, there was a no-fight clause, I want to say, into his contract where he's not able to fight within the mixed martial arts promotion. And, CM Punk was actually supposed to be walking Chael Sonnen out to the octagon. I want to say, was it the fight for Chael Sonnen versus John Jones? I think that was. But the Vince McMahon said they were not going to allow him to do it. And then that following week, Triple H led Manny Pacquiao. CM Punk was not going to fight in the octagon. He was just going to walk Chael Sonnen out with the octagon, being a corner man. But Vince McMahon turned it down. But you know what? When Triple H wanted to walk, Manny Pacquiao, or not Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather out to the boxing ring, they allowed him to do it, but Phil Brooks, aka CM Punk, was not able to walk Chael Sonnen to the octagon because, apparently that's for what CM Punk said on the Colt Cabana podcast. Vince said, someone's going to die in the cage. There's a different, style between professional wrestling and mixed martial arts. Obviously, mixed martial arts is real. Wrestling, the strikes and hitting and stuff, that's fake. And, but needless to say, CM Punk is financially set for life. CM Punk has always been a guy that wanted to branch into the world of mixed martial arts. He's been, spotted at a couple of shows and everything like that. There's a big, there's a lot of the UFC fighters who really like the professional wrestling world. What was it, Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey. They're all big fans of, the UFC, or the WWE. But we've never really seen a legitimate WWE, superstar make an appearance on UFC. We saw photos of, like Shayna Baszler backstage with Natty Neidhart. We've seen all those photos, but we have never seen a WWE or professional-based wrestler besides Brock Lesnar, compete inside the octagon. And this is something that's going to bring, a lot more attention, because there's still a lot of rumors going around that Brock Lesnar, once he eventually drops the title, I heard there was a lot of rumors about, potentially him dropping the title to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania this coming year, for Roman Reigns to get his, rightful push, because Roman Reigns has done a whole lot for this company. A lot of people are like, he doesn't deserve this, blah, blah, blah. But he's the next hottest superstar on that roster. John Cena's getting very, very, they're not going to put a championship on John Cena for a while. And I don't see that happening anytime soon. So they're going to give someone the title. Brock is only part-time in the company. Dana White, I think, said that they're not going to, decline that. He's going to end up, coming back to the UFC, Brock Lesnar. But, it's something to look for into the immediate future. But CM Punk, like I said, he's financially set for life. He wants to branch out and do something that he wanted to do, and that is, competing in mixed martial arts professionally. We heard him talk on the podcast ago with Henry Gracie down in Florida to, train a little bit because of his knees, trying to rehabilitate his knees. There was also, a couple of times where he was doing a lot of, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. So there's a lot of stuff that he's been going on, and we all know on how big of a mixed martial arts fan that he is. And I think there was, countless times, or, right at the end of his career, within the final, 2 months, I wanted to say, he started wearing, Gracie, I want to say hoodies to the ring, how he always wears his hoodies to the ring most of the time. Now he was wearing, the Gracie stuff, kind of like what Dave Bautista was doing, because Dave Bautista competed for a very, low market mixed martial arts, minor promotion when he made his debut, but he hasn't gone, full scale into the world of mixed martial arts. I think it was just a one-time thing with him. He's now going off making, Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. I think number 2 is coming up pretty soon. But, this is going to be huge for, for CM Punk to go to the UFC, because he doesn't have to go back to the WWE. He also said that there's not going to be any working relationship with him in the WWE anymore. I think that, the WWE, like he said, it was just a pit stop. It was not a legitimate thing, at 100% role. CM Punk did not have the opportunity to headline WrestleMania. He stole the show at every single Mania that he was in, but he would never main event a WrestleMania. And this could be an opportunity where CM Punk can headline a UFC card, depending on what is to happen. So this UFC is going to give him a full opportunity, and and he said that he doesn't want to compete on free TV card. He wants to fight on pay-per-view. CM Punk is so he is so used to wrestling on pay-per-view. He's going to be wrestling on a main card. Hopefully he fights on the main card, not just on a prelims. I think that he deserves it, because it's going to give, the world on what, CM Punk has been training for. I cannot wait to see who he's going to fight. Looking at his, on Twitter, there's a lot of Twitter blow-ups on. There's been a couple of fighters right now. We don't know exactly what weight class CM Punk will be fighting in. I want to say it's going to be around lightweight, or possibly even I want to say featherweight, but there's been a couple of middleweight fighters that are willing to, take up the fight with him. Let me pull out this list for you. Just give me 2 seconds real quick. The following list are the fighters that have offered to fight him in his first fight. Michael Bisping, who is a middleweight, Al Iaquinta, Ross Pearson, Patrick Cote, and Derek Brunson. So this is obviously a middleweight class. I don't know. I thought that, CM Punk will be fighting at maybe lightweight, but, his build weight on this website is 218 pounds. That's, right around the middleweight level, right around. So I think he's going to have to tack on a couple of extra pounds, because he's always been, in fit form. And, listening to that, to his announcement, it's already set and done. CM Punk is on his way to the UFC, leaving the world of professional wrestling in the past. It's now time to start something new. Start opening up the new chapter in Phil Brooks' life. And that is going to be mixed martial arts. And I am all for it. Do I miss CM Punk, coming out with, cult of personality on a Raw stage? I will. But you know what? CM Punk has done so much for the WWE. It is now time for, like you said, he's going to give, it's now, they're going to start going in a different direction, the WWE. And CM Punk didn't have to be there for them to go down a different direction. The WWE is now opening up a different direction than their wrestling. CM Punk did what he can do inside the ring of the WWE. Now it's time for the much younger talent to come up and get that opportunity. And we're seeing that very well down at NXT. And I'm just very excited to see that with the NXT. But you know what? Now when he looks at CM Punk, he's now on his way into the Octagon in the UFC in 2015. And I am very excited to see what he can put into that Octagon. I cannot wait to see who he's going to sign on, who's he going to fight, how it's going to play out. He said he's been excited. This is the happiest he's ever been in almost 3 years. Give it to him. Let's see what he can do. CM Punk to the UFC. My name is Justin Godsey for Justin Godsey TV. Catch you guys next.